Hi everyone, I am Marbozir and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Co-op with Kelvin.
Hello!
And I think we're bigger than Germany now.
Yeah, I'm not really afraid of Germany anymore, but these Italians,
Yeah. Italy is actually kind of really strong in Hearts of Iron 4.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe a little bit too much.
On the plus side, though, as one of the viewers pointed out, we should have a look at the war score right now. In particular, the United Kingdom's war participation. You notice anything different about it?
United Kingdom. They got, what, 2% right now?
Yeah. Their bajillion bombing score gets reset to 0 on save load.
Yeah,
It
seems so.
Yeah, it's really strange, actually. But
so that's one way to deal with it.
Yeah, PS.
Save and then load.
Yeah, we need to we need to make sure that we save and load before the peace conference.
Yeah, save right before the peace conference.
Yep. We got to make sure that way the war participation is far more accurate.
Yep.
All right. So shall we unpause?
Yep.
Okay. March faster, damn it. Alright.
I got this one province with 10 encircled German divisions, but can't quite kill them.
Yeah, I managed to just encircle 4 more. Good start over here. I also managed to stop the encirclement of some Danish troops that decided it would be a great idea to land in Danzig while we were at Berlin. Didn't go so well for them, but I did manage to save most of them.
I think getting to Vienna will take me a while.
Yeah, I'm not so certain it's going to matter anymore. I think the Soviets might just make it to Vienna for us.
Yeah, possibly.
Which, while I would like to avoid it, I think we're going to have to actually give the Soviets something at the conference, If for no other reason than they've racked up 1 billion casualties. Yeah. They have like 500 points from casualties.
I think Hitler regrets declaring war on the Soviet Union by now.
No, I don't think he does that. I think he's more mad at the backstabby Low Countries. Neutral democracies? They aren't supposed to be able to declare war.
Yeah.
Please stop doing this. It's a bad thing.
Clearly, we're just spreading democracy. That's all we're doing.
I mean, pretty much. Whatever. Alright. Man, Soviets still haven't been able to take Warsaw.
Yeah, it's taking them a while.
Yeah, that said, I admit I too have slowed down pretty significantly out here. It's getting pretty hard. German resistance is still pretty stiff.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy to break their front
Hey, what the
line.
hell?
What?
I just mysteriously lost control of Hanover to the Soviets.
Okay. Because logic?
Well, actually, it does. It's apparently, yeah, Republican Spain gave it up to the Soviet Union. And it just decided to give the rest of it while I was at it. Not that it matters, it wasn't doing anything for me, but it looks real annoying. And now I have to use a friggin' bunch of transports for supply to go around the Soviet territory. But, oh well.
My front line is looking really confusing right about now.
Yeah, you seem to have managed to close off those pockets that were open in Württemberg.
Yep.
Good.
But now it's really hard to tell which divisions are where and what's adjacent to what.
Yeah, it does kind of get that way sometimes. Alright, that's 2 more divisions destroyed. Hey, wow, Warsaw finally fell.
Hold on, I need to pause for a bit.
Oh.
Otherwise the AI will mess up. Yep, it already did actually.
Yeah, it does that a lot.
Alright, I don't think I can fix that easily. I was trying to make a new battle plan. Okay, that should do. Is there actually a way to turn off strategic redeployment? Like, make the AI not be able to use it ever? Like, turn it off, disable it completely?
Nope.
Alright, I guess that would make too much sense.
Yeah. You can't really command the AI what to do. And the AI just loves to frickin' move its troops all over the front and never actually do anything with them.
Yeah, I wish there was just a way to completely disable it. Maybe it's possible with mods. Someone needs to make a mod that will allow you to just disable that feature for the AI.
Yeah. The problem is, like, if you mouse over the offensive arrow, like, the AI has a very specific plan in which order it'll take all of the provinces.
Hold on. We might want to do something about all these German divisions moving towards Leipzig and Dresden.
That looks like a pretty good encirclement if I do so myself.
Yeah, it does, but I don't have enough troops in the area to do that.
That I do, though.
To do it.
I can handle that. Well, I don't exactly have much. I should have enough to crack through there and get a big old circle on them.
I'm just going to wait for the planning bonus.
Yeah. My planning bonuses are down to about 20%. I kind of think I should, you know, maybe slow down and wait, but... we'll see.
They do have a lot of divisions in the area still.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting kind of bad.
I think they are just throwing everything they have at us.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the Soviets, since the Soviets are now making progress, they've begun to pull a lot more soldiers off the Soviet line.
Yeah. Looks that way.
Well, I assume it was the AI who did that, but you did just kind of push in the encirclement that we had.
Oh, I just executed my battle plan.
Well, the AI decided instead. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I just absolutely hate the AI. It's like, oh, what a nice encirclement here. Oh, well, alright then. It's like, wow, they've left their flank wide open and exposed. You know?
Yeah.
Delta Conference.
We still have to kill all these divisions in here, though.
Don't worry, that's the easy part. I mean, now they have the encirclement combat penalty, so minus 30% for them.
I just don't want that shitty front line to stay there for too long.
Yeah.
It makes the AI do stupid things.
It does. It does. Yeah, out on the Polish front, where I've been absolutely hammering them, a lot of the German divisions are down to half strength.
Nice.
They are really not doing so well on supplies.
You're almost in Königsberg.
Yeah. I stopped short there, though. I moved more of my troops south. Right now, I'm trying to make it to the Soviet Union. If I can touch the Soviet border in the south, then that Königsberg region is just one giant encirclement.
Yep, makes sense.
Sadly, I've also noticed that the AI troops out here are getting very thin. Like, France and everyone else is pulling everything they've got in defense of, well, France. Which, I mean, seems to be working out because now Republican Spain's pouring through. But, yeah, there isn't much out here. It's me alone, and I don't know if I necessarily have enough troops to guard the entire border. Well, I don't. I'm just worried that things could go wrong real fast.
Yeah, we have a pretty long border now.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to avoid this, but I just kind of kept going when you stalled, so perhaps not the best tactical decision I could have made.
It's almost easier to reach Vienna from the north at this point.
It is. That's sort of the problem, right?
I'm making some progress, but it's not super fast.
Yeah. Alright. Elections. Government contested. Is that going to put me over 20%? No. Okay. Alright. Well, at least that's the 41 elections dealt with. There are actually some election events which are good.
Yeah?
Yeah, in 1936, with France, I ended up getting an election event that let me switch to basic mobilization.
Okay.
Which was really nice. Like, the population wanted preparations for war. And so I gave them preparations for war.
I think all we have to do now is take Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna's their last major, victory point thing. Unfortunately, I'm not quite in the willingness factor to just do a reckless charge at it.
Yeah, I know, me neither.
Like, as much as I'd like to, this is still the friggin' German army.
Yeah, I know.
They are not...
Which is why I'm not really doing anything stupid right now.
Yeah.
Just slowly pushing them. We are winning, so there's no reason to change much.
Well, yeah. The only reason to push more heavily would be if we want to try and, prevent the Soviets from getting too much more.
Yeah. So my general now has a bonus in the forest, in hills, and in mountains, all at the same time.
Mine doesn't have any more bonuses. He's up to skill 5 at least, though.
He's 20% towards engineer. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's the the entrenchment bonus, isn't it?
And river crossing, I believe, helps, yeah?
Yeah, possibly.
Mine's 49% done on ranger. Ooh, nice. Ranger, I believe, is the one that gives reconnaissance.
No, ranger is the forest bonus because I have that.
Aww. Well, I
Sorry
mean, I
to
guess
disappoint
forest is
you
okay at this point. Alright, I finally managed to link up with the Soviet border at several points.
I don't think my intel on Germany is accurate. It says they have 150 to 483 divisions.
I mean, that could totally be correct on the lower end. I believe it. Like, I'm just doing a quick count here. 40...
But they definitely don't have 400.
Yeah, they don't have 400. They probably have like 150 to 200, yeah.
Probably.
So it's not necessarily wrong, but... Yeah.
But they are melting right now.
Anyway, the good news is the Soviet soldiers are now pouring through the gates since I linked up with them, and they're going to reinforce our entire front.
Yeah, Germany is just melting right now.
Yeah.
I think we can try to push towards Vienna now.
Yeah, like, I've just shrank my front massively.
Wow, they are sending a lot of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind.
I know, that's why I was trying to push for a link with the Soviets.
Yeah.
If I get a hold of that, then we might actually get some reinforcements.
I like that Soviet Union blob around Bremen and Hanover.
Yeah. just a little weird.
Hilarious. Yeah, just a little bit. I don't even know why they got that.
Because, like I said, it's a weird thing because they had, they had Hanover, which was 60% of the entire state there.
But how did they get Hanover in the first place?
Because they were moving through my territory and took it. And they're the Comintern, so fuck us, right?
That totally makes sense.
It's actually probably pretty legit, yeah. It's pretty much the motto of the Comintern, fuck everyone who's not us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, and I am one province from Vienna now.
Yeah, Germany is pretty much done at this point. Goodbye, Germany.
Yeah. And I'm now in the one province from Bratislava, which will cause Slovakia to capitulate too. Not that they matter much, but it's something.
But you know this war will continue forever because Japan.
Well, this is somewhat true, yeah. This is somewhat true. The AI's capabilities at naval invasions are questionable at best.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
So,
Well, that's Germany.
yeah. And that's Bratislava, so now Slovakia capitulates.
We do have a border with Italy, so I guess we can attack Italy next.
Well, yeah, I mean...
It's not much of a border, but we got some, and we can get a bigger one. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Norway
Germany
is joining
declared
the
war on
Allies.
Norway? Because, you know, that totally makes sense.
They're doing
You're about to
Operation
get
What's
completely wiped. You're about to get completely wiped out. Let's declare war on more people.
Operation Bung. It'll save them.
I mean, they can't even reach Norway.
They don't even have a port left to do it with.
Yeah. They aren't even within 500 kilometers of a port.
Yeah.
Or even 1,000. They still have surprisingly many divisions in there.
Yep. That said, looks like Vienna's about to fall to me, and that should be the end of the German Reich.
Yep.
Man, Estonia's still alive. It's funny because I see their troops here, and they have like 10% strength.
Okay.
They're completely out of guns. Haha!
Didn't they just do it for the second time?
What do you mean? Did you get...
I thought they already did that. You know, it's a little bit strange because if someone capitulates, he will still be at war with you, which is a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of surrendering if you're still going to be at war?
Well, either way, it's now us versus Italy, so changes the game slightly. Alright, new offensive line.
The main problem is going to be the short front line with Italy.
Well,
And a lot of mountains in the north.
well, I'm going to move in on Hungary first, then I'll swing around for Italy.
Alright.
Deal with the Hungarian issue.
We could probably take Yugoslavia as well.
Yugoslavia's on our side.
Is it? They
Yes.
are non-aligned.
Yeah, but they're
yeah,
in the
they did join
Allies.
the Allies. Right, I didn't notice that.
Germany declared war on them.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. You're getting a little overly ambitious there, Marbs.
Or that oil. Let's see. No faction.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is I'm not going to get a border with Romania here, so...
Yeah, I can see. The Soviet Union got in the way, unfortunately.
Well, I kind of expected that. Reckless charge.
Oh, well. Still need to finish off Germany.
Well, yeah. Like, the Germans are gone. You'll notice all the remaining soldiers are actually the Italians. And if you'll notice, on the other line, all of a sudden without the Germans there, look what happened to the Italians.
Yeah, I know.
It's, like, they're absolutely disintegrating and falling apart. Not a chance in hell. So,
Did you just draw a really strange battle plan into Italy?
I did not.
Okay, because I see a giant mess of a battle plan right now.
That would probably be either France or Britain. Or
Uh,
apparently also Canada,
hold
who
on.
just decided
Yeah,
they want.
Canada, it's Canada. Denmark, Canada. Now it's just like several different battle plans on top of each other.
Sounds about right.
You can see what's going on in Italy, right?
Yeah. I can't see the battle plans, though, oddly enough.
I'm actually surprised that the AI invaded Italy successfully. Like, what?
Well, like, I looked down at Tuscany before. They've held that Livorno port for, like, years now with 20 divisions in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Well, I think Italy is in trouble.
Yeah. And alright, that's Pex. Now I just need Budapest, which I'll be getting at 98, 99, 100. Budapest. Alright. That's Hungary, right?
Yep.
It should be Hungary capitulating.
I like how Soviet Union is getting all these random one province territories.
That's, yeah. Hungary is capitulated.
Because that totally makes sense.
Yeah. Now I just have to charge through these Italian encircled troops.
And you got one random province in the northeast.
That's because it was still held by Hungary when they capitulated.
Yeah.
And hey, I now have a border with Romania.
Nice. Yeah, technically you do, but you don't have like a continuous land connection there.
I don't need to. I just need to start in my own territory. Alright.
Having said that, you didn't get the important province. The one with 200 aluminum.
Yeah, I did. I hope
No, you didn't. It says the Soviet Union owns that.
Northern Hungary, state owner. Netherlands,
Soviet
96%.
Soviet Union controls this location in northern Hungary.
Yeah. I think you're looking at the province, not the state as a whole. Because the state as a whole is giving its resources to me. I actually got... No, yeah, southern Slovakia belongs to the Soviet Union, but northern Hungary with its 200 aluminium is mine, yeah.
How does that make any sense? You got one territory in there while the Soviet Union owns everything else.
Because the one territory I have there is Budapest, which is worth victory points. If a province is worth victory points, it pretty much just means you need to control that and you get the state as a whole. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good or bad thing, but that's how it works, so... Alright.
Well, Germany actually took a province from me.
Yeah. German Reich has 2 divisions. So...
No, well, some Italians are defending it. But in the end, it doesn't really matter who's defending it. We still have to kill them.
Yeah. Like I said, we've just dismantled most of the Axis army, so... And what remains of the Italian army has pretty much just been encircled in France and out here, so... Italy just lost 20 more divisions, according to my intel. It's dropped from 180 to 160 and 60.
Okay, turning off allied battle plans helps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, you can turn that off. I turned that off a long time ago and forgot about it.
Yeah. If you enable it, you'll see that they have like a crap ton of plans all over the place.
I think I turned it off
a
when...
huge mess right now.
Yeah. I turned it off the first time I joined the Allies. In any other faction, it's significantly more bearable, but the Allies just end up with too many people trying to do too many things.
I'll have to redo my battle plan. Well, the Soviet Union is actually taking crap from Italy.
Yep. I mean, let's be honest here. Like, Italy doesn't exactly have much left to defend itself with.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when they have to defend near Rome.
Yeah. I mean, God knows, just, I've just got, yeah. I got 20 goddamn divisions encircled here.
This is going to be some border guard, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
That said, I do have 180 factories now, so I'm pretty happy. You?
I got, let me check, 45 military and 49 civilian.
I have 65 military, 96 civilian. Yeah, the occupation's done good things for me. Alright.
Well, Germany is completely gone now, and I
Yeah.
think this is a good moment to make a cut.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, everyone.
Yep, you saw us vanquish the German menace. Tune in next time
Yep.
for the lesser, less scary Italian menace.
Yeah. So see you next time.
Bye-bye, everyone.